Hi friends. So in this video, we're going to see the solutions of that for loops quiz. I certainly hope that you had fun doing it, or at least that you gave it your best shot. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and write the solutions for these questions. So the very first problem is to print all the numbers, all the odd numbers that is, between 132 and 148. So I'll say 4 and then parenthesis and curly braces. And now inside the parenthesis, I'll say var I instead of number because this is a pretty usual convention in JavaScript. The I stands for initialize. All right, so I'll say var I equal to 132, and now I'm going to write the condition. So here I'll say I is less than or equal to 148. So we're going to keep running while the I is less than 148. And then we're going to add 1 every time through the loop. And then inside the curly braces, we just need to check see if every number is odd or not. So in order to be able to do that, I'll say if I mod 2 is not equal to 0, of course we can check see if a number is an odd number just like that, not equal to 0. Cool. So now inside the if statement, I'll say console.log I. Okay, so now I save all this and go to the console. And here we see our result, and that is correct. All right, so let's go back to the code. And here, as you can see, we don't have to define a variable outside of our loop. And the syntax is a little shorter than the while loop as well. Okay, so let's have a look at our second question. So the very last one, printing all the numbers divisible by 7 and 5 that are between 25 and 100. So we need to create another for loop. I'll say for, and inside the parenthesis, start our variable I equal to 25. Actually, this brings up a really nice point that I want to just highlight here for a second. So in the while loop here, we define a variable named number, right? Then for our second while loop, we had to define another variable named count. But with the for loop, we don't have to worry about our initializer variable because we define that variable inside our for loop, right? So here in this for loop again, we can say var I. Okay, so here I'll say var I equal to 25, and we keep going while it's less than or equal to 100, and we add 1 at the end of every loop. So see, then what we're going to do here is have an if statement check to see if I is divisible by 7. Then we're going to check to see if it's also divisible by 5. So to do that, I just say I mod 7 equal to 0. And I just want to take these inside the parenthesis to read easier. And also inside the parenthesis, I mod 5 equal to 0. All right, so to be able to print a number to the console, that number needs to be divisible by both 7 and 5. Then we console.log, and that's it. What do you think? We're done. All right, so let's check it out. So I'll save this, go to the console, refresh, and you can see the result. Okay, friends, so in this video, I showed you some solutions for this for loop quiz that I gave you. And I hope that you were able to not only follow along, but you learned a thing or two as well. All right, so we'll take a break right here and we'll continue in the next section.